Hey guys, be sure to check out our daily free play at our main website, stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of our NFL pick video content throughout the campaign. Heading right into it, the first action that we get here is the Hall of Fame game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. And the Cowboys have to be thinking to themselves, man, we play in a lot of these Hall of Fame games. This is going to be the third in the past 6 games that we've seen the Dallas Cowboys in. They played in 2010, 2013, and they're going to be suiting up this year. We didn't get a Hall of Fame game last year between the Packers and Colts. That game wasn't played, but typically we see pretty low-scoring affairs, especially in the past 5 Hall of Fame games that we've seen play out. Right now, the over-under set at about 36.5 points, and in 4 of the last 5 Hall of Fame games, the under would have hit in those scenarios. Going back to 2010, where the Cowboys played, the total hit just 23 points. The year after that, 27. 44 points the year after that, which was the one outlier. Then we saw 30 points, and then in the last Hall of Fame game, it was a final score of 14-3, so just 17 total points in that one. And it's not surprising to see lower scoring affairs in these Hall of Fame games, considering both of these teams are going to be getting an extra preseason game, so they're going to be getting 5 instead of the typical 4. And what that means is that this game means even less than the next 4 preseason games, because every other team in the NFL is going to be just getting the traditional 4 preseason games. So this game means quite a bit less than those. And as a result, we're going to be seeing a lot of the second, third string guys and guys that are competing for spots on these rosters. And these are also guys that don't necessarily have a great grasp of the offensive playbook, which can make it even harder for the offenses to consistently move those chains down the field. And also, you have to consider the fact that running up the score or getting a big lead not going to be very important in the Hall of Fame game. So whenever we see like 4th and short at the 30-yard line, we're more likely than not going to be seeing field goals in comparison to the regular season, where we might see teams go for it a little bit more often. You're going to see more likely the field goal attempts in those scenarios, so that the teams can get those in-game reps for their kickers, which is going to be a bit of an important thing, especially getting that experience prior to going into the regular season and seeing what you're getting out of your kickers in that sense. And also just playing at a slower pace, not going to be a big surprise in this one. These teams don't need to get a ton of reps because they're still going to be getting those 4 remaining preseason games after this. So playing at a more methodical pace, not putting yourself in risky situations, and getting a lot of extra time for the guys on the roster that are competing for those final spots so they can get the film to evaluate those players, typically means that we don't see a ton of points scored in the Hall of Fame game. Now, the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys, both teams, the backups, particularly for Arizona, have a bit more NFL experience than the Cowboys. And we're going to be seeing a lot of the backups, obviously, in comparison to the starters, because the teams aren't going to want to risk the health of their starters this early on in the preseason. With Arizona, you get Drew Stanton and Blaine Gabbert, probably going to have more of a grasp of Arizona's offensive playbook than guys like Kellen Moore and Cooper Rush are going to have over with the Cowboys. But nonetheless, like I said, we're not going to see a lot out of the starters. We're going to see a lot of backups and guys that maybe aren't necessarily on the same page yet at this point in the year. And that often leads to very low-scoring Hall of Fame game total numbers. So for this one, we are going to go ahead and side with the under. That's the way that these Hall of Fame games have been trending over time. Even though that 36.5 seems like a very low number, and obviously it is quite a low number, this early on in the preseason, teams aren't looking to light up the scoreboard or play at a fast pace or risk going for it on 4th downs in situations where they can kick field goals by and large. So we feel like the under is going to be the better play here, as both of these squads are more likely to play a methodical pace and more of a field position battle type situation. So that's going to be our NFL video play of the day to open things out here in the NFL campaign. Again, guys, for our daily free play, head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And to get all of our video plays throughout the NFL campaign, be sure to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So thanks, guys, for stepping on in. We hope to rack up a win with our first video of the NFL season, the preseason here, and hope to see you in future videos. Bye.